Hello friends and strangers, Happy New Year! And as it's the beginning of the decade, I figured this might be a good time for a sketchbook tour over the past decade. So, starting out, I have some stuff from schoolwork from 2010, I believe. Also, sorry if the video is shaky, I'm gonna try not to touch the table, but my iPad is literally suspended on some pencils in a cup because I don't usually record stuff, so I don't have a setup. Anyway, moving on. Starting out at the beginning of the decade, I only had schoolwork from like when I was made to draw things, and the funny thing is, 10 years ago, I actually didn't like drawing at all. It was like my least favorite part of doing things. I didn't think I was very good at it, and I didn't like how any of the stuff looked. So, yeah, I don't honestly want to be showing these things, but I thought it would be fun just to see how much my art has changed over 10 years, and how much, it's just crazy to me that I didn't even like drawing before, and now it is like my life. So anyway, I think this one is from like 2012, and I just remember spending so much time on all these little details. It was kind of crazy. Like there's so many little mushrooms, and ferns and things, and little fairies. But it still doesn't look very good together. But I was learning, I was trying. What's this? Oh, that's nothing. And here, I just have schoolwork from different years. I think this was 2012. I just used to start, like, drawing everywhere, all over, like, any assignment that I had. Any piece of paper, I was drawing on it, which was like a total 180 from just a couple years ago. I think it was because I had friends who liked drawing, and it seemed like something fun to do. This, I think, except for the, like, super early stuff from schoolwork, I think this is the first, book that I started actually enjoying, like, drawing just for fun in. And it says 10, almost 11, so I wrote my age instead of the year, but that was definitely 2010. It was May 31st. I was so happy with that at the time. It was so funny. Anyway, I'm not going to spend too much time on this because I don't want the video to be super long and I have a bunch of sketchbooks. But basically, like, a lot of this isn't even drawing, it's just me spelling stuff incorrectly. But, yeah. Oh, Sonic Phase. Oh, there was so much. Pokemon. Oh, that was actually, unfortunately I don't have any of them, but one of the first things that I started really enjoying art was in school one year. I got this Pokemon book, and I traced it with tracing paper, and I made little bookmarks out of Pokemon. And that wasn't technically drawing because it was tracing, but that was one of the first things that I actually, like, had fun and enjoyed doing, and then I started trying to draw them on my own. So, maybe Pokemon got me into drawing. I spent so long on this. It was so funny. And there's, like, people in the background, and I thought, oh my gosh, so much detail. Oh, these two characters, I guess, sure you could call them characters. Basically, I was going to make a comic with them. I got 3.5 panels in, and I gave up. I don't have the best track record for actually finishing stuff, which is why I'm so proud that I did finish my comic from last year in a year, like I decided to, because before that, I've tried to start comics, like little tiny, barely started them, and I didn't finish them, so I finally finished something. I'm so happy about it. Anyway, yeah, these characters, I think what did I use, like oil paint on top of pencil or something? True child art skills, because the rest of this blank. Oh, that was a friend drew that. I did not draw that. She had such a cute style, and I was always, I'm not jealous, but like I really wanted to be as good as her. It was just so cute. Oh, and this, another friend who we were both jealous of because, like, she was the same age as us, and she drew this, and we drew these. Honestly, I still think this is really adorable, but like, I don't know. I still wish I could draw like that. It just looks so clean and like confident. I don't know. She was amazing. Okay, so here I was actually trying to start like doing guidelines so you can see the circles for the arms and everything, and it didn't really help my art look better, but I was trying. Oh, this was, I think, from another tutorial as well. And apparently I really wanted ice cream, so I do that. Oh, some angsty Phineas and Ferb. Of course, that's what every good sketchbook's missing. I don't know what these were. I guess I was just trying to learn to draw guys because I mostly drew girls so far. And, a cat girl, okay. 2012. So I think that's pretty much it. Oh, and I still have a Kim Possible, it was like a little puzzle thing. I don't know why I still have that in here, but I guess I really just liked the pictures of Kim Possible. I thought they were cute. So, 1, or I guess that's kind of like 2 years down. This one, I think I did not write dates on most of my stuff for a long time, but I remember I spent like a whole evening on that, and I was so happy with it. Gosh, it's so funny looking back. Okay, that was actually, I don't know. It's not a, like, it doesn't really make the drawing better, but I still really like when there's like just one color and the rest of it is blank. I don't know why, I just really like that aesthetic, I guess. Oh, sad times. I guess I was drawing sad people. Their eyes are so sparkly. Oh, they were vampires, I think. Oh, long hair. Cute. I was trying to add like more personality to a character, I guess, and so you got this and this. Oh, so aloof. Such a bad boy or girl. I don't know. Oh, well, piggy things. No idea. Still no idea. So that hasn't changed. Aw. I don't know why I was drawing a pig so much, but like, kind of cute. Okay. Oh, by the way, like, never mind. I used to go by Rose, which is like not my real name, but I just liked it for a while. Oh gosh, you know, I think this sketchbook is actually, oh, it's the worst. Oh no, never mind. Maybe we'll skip this sketchbook. I don't like it. Like, so many, I don't know why, but I am just especially embarrassed about these drawings. They just, and I wrote fail on a lot of them because I knew they weren't good, but that's not why I don't like them now. They're just, I don't know, they're just weird. Oh, that was definitely from a tutorial in a book. It still didn't turn out super great, but I put a lot of time into it, as you can tell by the completely inaccurate shading. Okay. Oh, look at that. I tried to draw boobs in clothing. Must have been a tutorial. I'm pretty sure, or something. Oh, that was a tutorial as well. I was really trying to improve my art at this time, but I was unhappy with how slowly it was going. Not much has changed. So these were like my first 3 characters. That's why they're all so unoriginal. Like, I don't know, I realized after making you and Alistair that like, there was really nothing to their designs. Nothing made them special and unique. So then I made Sue, and I decided to give her just completely impossibly dyed hair. The outside ring is orange, and then there's a ring of green, and then the middle is like purple. I have never dyed hair before, but I don't think that would work. I think you can like layer it up and down, probably, I imagine, but how would you make like a circle? That hair doesn't even work that way. Anyway, I still haven't changed this character because I don't know what to do with it. I was trying to be unique and original, and she had like little things on her cheeks, like this one was a star and this one was a teardrop. You know, at least I was trying. It was a start. It wasn't great, but I was starting out. And like I said, it's got me to where I am now. So like, it was all important learning stages. Aw, this was my character Alistair and someone else's character Nanko. And it was cute. Like, we decided like, oh, they'll be dating. And so we drew them together sometimes. That was fun. The fun thing about PaigeeWorld was that like, we really interacted a lot, the people on there. Honestly, like, for the time, for like 2012 or maybe 13, this was actually like a fairly good chibi that I drew compared to the rest of them at the time. And that pose, the arms are just, all the arms and legs that I drew were so thin because I started with a line instead of like an oval for the thing, so they didn't have much depth to them. I don't know, weird. Anyway, just weird poses, nothing unusual here. Oh, I was drawing Ellie a lot. That's funny. Anyway, I think that's the end of that one. Alrighty. Now, when I finally was getting so into drawing that I had a book dedicated to it. It was just a composition book, but it was something. I got 100 followers on PaigeeWorld. Aw, that's so cute. My first milestone ever as an artist. Oh, I tried to make it, oh my gosh. So there was like a big thing about making adoptables. Like everyone was making them. You would just make a character, you would just make a drawing. It didn't have to be a unique character. You would just like post a picture saying like, hey, you someone adopt this. And people would be like, I want it. And then, I don't know, nothing ever became of it, but it was a fun thing where like everyone was making characters and giving away to other people. And this was a character that I gave away. Oh my gosh, it didn't even have color. Like there was absolutely nothing unique about this. I don't know why no one would want it. Anyway, sorry for that rant. Oh, and I tried to make another adoptable. Not the hand. I thought it was so funny, didn't I? I don't, I mean, I guess it's unique, but we're gonna move on. this is Mew, my first original character. She, I don't know, she's a cat, and she has a chain around her neck. I had a whole story for her, and I think I've read it before on this channel when I was doing a speed paint of her, but she had a needlessly tragic backstory, and is always happy despite it. So, you know, teenage characters. Okay, Alistair, Cairo Copperfield. There was like so much information about him, but none of it at all gives him a personality. It was like, oh, he likes sweets and french fries and can't talk to girls. Like, I didn't really think about what actually would make a character. He had this little sword keychain that apparently when he got angry or really cold, it would turn into a big sword, but just that doesn't make any sense, because when you get angry, your body heats up, if anything. So like, if he gets angry or cold, they don't match up. But that was why, like, he was always wearing a hoodie. I guess his father gave him. I don't even remember, because it so very much didn't matter, the backstory that I gave him. It's so funny to look back at these. Oh! Yeah, and Sue, as I was saying, the girl with the impossible hair. And she lived in the circus and liked juggling. And she had a striped shirt. I don't know, I still think kind of cute. Not like super original, but maybe if I bothered to do something with these characters, I could actually make them kind of cool. I think that's the end of this. Phew. Oh, whoops. My books are falling. Okay. I drew a whole bunch on loose paper, and so I have these. Oh no, they all have tape on the back of them. They're absolutely stuck together. Okay, well that'll make this quicker. This clump doesn't move. Oh, here's some cute things. The first drawing of Phoenix. He was definitely, I still love this character, and I draw it for my mom every year for her birthday, because she likes the character too. Honestly, this was like the first drawing, and it was good, like, for the time that I was drawing this. Like, those hands look semi-decent, and the clothing folds actually kind of fold how clothing would, so, wow, I'm impressed. Like, you can see compared to this, like, what even are these folds? And the feet are weird, and the hands, yeah. But like this one, much better. I think they were around the same time. I think I actually drew this afterwards. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, he was based on like a pixely character in a video game. I did a bunch of requests and stuff on PaigeeWorld because I liked interacting with people, and that was a way that you could get people to talk to you by drawing their characters, and it was fun. It was fun practice having something to draw. Before, I had so many OCs that I always wanted to draw. I remember, like, I spent so long on this, and all of the folds and the clothing, and I was like, oh, look at these little things. It's so fancy and good looking, and, yeah, no comment. I still kind of like how his wings are like ice at the top, and then water, liquid water, and then mist. I don't know, I still think that's pretty cool. And his tail too is like water, and then crystal ice shards, and then mist. I don't know, so that's pretty cool. Honestly, I still kind of like that idea. Ellie, it's funny, I drew her so much for not really, yeah, okay, keep it off. For not really having much, like, reason to. I didn't like her super much as a character or anything. Okay, I'm not even gonna try with that. You know what? This is all just kind of boring. I think you get the gist of my art level at that time, so I'm just gonna move on to the next one pretty quickly. These are characters that I designed for other people, and honestly, like, they weren't that bad. Like, they were kind of fun characters. I might still like to draw those. I would change some things up, but yeah, kind of cool. Anyway, I think this must have been someone else's character. Did they give this character to me? No, I think I drew this character and gave it to someone else. I don't know. Anyway, I don't care for it. Wow, this actually, I think, was like one of the most proud things that I had drawn at the time. I put a lot of time into it. It was an art trade with someone, and I thought they were a lot better at drawing than me at the time, so I tried to put extra effort into my drawing, and I even cut out, like, around it, and I thought that was pretty cool, and I tried to actually do shading, so, like, this was a big step forward in drawing for me. And, oh, you can even see I had some gel pen, and I tried to add highlights to the hair and stuff. Pretty cool. Okay, the last one that I have is this sketchbook that was started in 2015. I cared about this so much that I drew like a full-on drawing in the front page, and I cut this off and tried to make it look like he was pulling back the page. And I was going to draw all of my characters as chibi forms on this front page, but I only got to like 5 of them. So, I don't know. I still think this is just cute, because I tried to make it so personal, and like, I loved my characters so much, I really wanted to interact with them. So I drew things like this, and that was fun. I was trying to develop a chibi style, and so I was trying to like draw out different things. I liked how some people drew like the hands and feet just as little points. I don't know why, but I just thought that was really adorable. And so I was taking requests, and I was I think I was looking at like the different stickers, so, like the little sticker emoji things they had on Facebook in some places. And I was trying to draw my own little thing with a little fox character. I don't know, it's still kind of cute. Someday soon, I should actually make like a set of little emoji stickers with some character. That would be so adorable. I would love that. I think you can use this stuff like that on Discord, so maybe that would be fun. Art block. It's supposed to be art. Okay, never mind. Puns. I was trying to draw poses. Good for me. Actually, like, stepping up with the practice stuff. That was 2016. And that little thing is adorable. It's wearing a hat. I don't know why it's wearing a hat. It's got a hat and a bow tie, and I love it. Okay. I think, this is so silly, but I think I wore a skirt around my neck, and I thought it looked really cool, so I tried to draw it on a character, as if it were an actual legitimate piece of clothing. It actually kind of looks cool as a shawl. It was longer in the back because I bunched it up and tied it. So, I don't know, that's kind of a cool detail. Oh, look at this robot thingy. That's interesting. I think that was inspired by R.I.P to Castle in the Sky and like the robot thingies that were in that movie. Very good movie. Gone and Julia. I liked Hunter x Hunter until it got too sad for me. This was a cool bracelet that my mom actually got me, and I tried to draw it. It had like dragons. So that was cool. I like dragons. Oh my gosh, it's been 45 minutes. I'm gonna have to edit this so much. I really loved Invader Zim for a while, so I made the little alien species that look kind of vaguely like Urkins. And yeah, so that was that, and I loved him. And here, just some more characters that I don't draw very much. Leon, he was from a dream, and he has a gun, because apparently in the dream, he I don't know, he was part of a gang or something, I don't know. He tried to kidnap me, but then it didn't, he actually turned out to be really nice, and all of the gang turned out to be really nice, and they were all just being mean because they thought the others wouldn't like them if they weren't. And so I don't know, it was actually kind of a cute dream, I guess. It was really scary, but then it was really cute afterwards. Okay, so I was trying to draw from life. That's my mom. It doesn't really look like her, but this is the laundry mat. Wow, that's actually kind of it's not perfect, but I kind of got the perspective pretty good. Gosh, I can't get it in the shot right, but you can see it upside down. These two little characters are sort of like mascots of mine, and I drew them holding little signs to say love yourself and stuff. Moomins! Ah! Yes. Snufkin is an absolute baby. I love him. And Moomin too, look at that. Oh, cute. Well, I was trying to redesign Mew a little bit to actually make her fluffy, because the hybrid animals that I drew before are just they're just people with ears and tails, which is boring and probably not how genetics would work if human animal hybrids are actually possible. So I tried to draw her fluffier and with a different outfit that it would actually fit more and be a little, my tongue's getting all tied up, and be a little bit more unique than just a t-shirt and jeans. Oh, Husky. This was this kid's name is Husky, and that's a husky dog, obviously, but he was from Plus Anima, which was the first manga that I read and just absolutely loved, and it was so peaceful, and I like it, and looking back, it's probably not how I remember it, but I don't want it to be ruined. I loved it. This challenge where you put down a tea bag and try and draw out whatever you see, but I never did the drawing out what you see part, so that's I don't know, weird. Anyway, that's actually kind of cute. I don't know, that style. Anyway, Aang, baby, baby boy. Okay, obviously Avatar: The Last Airbender. Who doesn't know about that? But I've been rewatching it recently, and so here's some fan art. I think that's the last thing I have in this sketchbook. There's so much pages that don't have anything in them, but that's all. I'm tired. Oh. Well, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Hello, future me jumping in here for a second just to say a huge thank you to my Patreon supporters, Marcus, Marie W. Moylan, Vicky Early, and Listen to the Cakey. Also, the unedited version of this video is going to be up on my Patreon page, and it will be available to everyone, even non-patrons, in just a week. Well, thank you for watching. Bye!